Okay, so starting off, I've already applied a light layer of the Simple Replenishing Rich Moisturizer, and this is just a travel size that I keep in my room. And so I've already applied that, and I've let it sit on my face for about 5 to 10 minutes because I don't like to apply moisturizer and then quickly apply foundation because it kind of makes the foundation kind of like slip inside your face and you just want it to set and stay. Okay, now I'm going to use my Benefit the Professional, and I like using this because I find that I do have really large pores around my cheeks and around my nose and my chin. And so I like to use this because it does make my makeup stay longer, but it also fills in my pores and it helps the makeup to go on really smooth and even. Okay, now as an extra step, this is just beginning for the foundation. You don't have to do this if you have a darker skin color than me, but if you do have you see that you have a lot of redness going on, I like to use this just to color correct, and it helps to make sure that I don't have any redness peeking through or anything. And I just use my fingers just to apply this. I just kind of pat it in really slowly, and it helps it to set. Okay, and now for the star of the whole show, in which we call this video. This is a video mostly about the new CoverFx custom cover drops, and just some insight about this of where you can get it. I got mine at Sephora and they were $44, and they have multiple different colors and an array of pretty much any type of like color or neutral or undertone that you want. Mine is in N10, which is like neutral 10, which is like a lighter shade, and then I have pink undertones, so it helps cover up the pink undertones. So pretty much what these are is they're custom drops of coverage, and what you can is you can put these into a BB cream, a primer, a foundation, whatever, a moisturizer, whatever you want, and they give it coverage. So say you have a foundation that you love, it it sets really well, it's matte, it doesn't break you out, it's perfect, but it's not enough coverage, and you think for daytime it's great, but for nighttime you want a little bit more coverage. You can pop 2 of these drops in, or how many you want, and they will up the coverage level. So I think these are literally an amazing invention. I don't know why I haven't been here before, but they're amazing. I've been using them for a couple days just to kind of test them out to see if I actually liked it, and I love them. I definitely think they're a necessity now in my collection. But for the drops, you can put 1 in for like light coverage, and then 2 for medium coverage, 3 for full coverage, and then 4 for like doll light coverage. So the coverage levels are really intense. I've definitely seen with foundations that I've used before, and they are like amazing coverage, and then I put 2 drops of this in and it ups the coverage level like insanely. So what I'm going to do now is just pop a few of these in my favorite foundation, and my favorite foundation for right now is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation, and I love this foundation because it is, I would say, like medium to full coverage, and it's a really quick and easy drugstore foundation, and I love it. I have to say that I don't see, since I don't wear it every day, I don't see really helping a lot with my acne or my breakouts, but I definitely think that it's an awesome foundation and helps to not break me out even more than if I am, but I don't see it reducing it. But anyways, for the foundation, I'm just going to use about a squeeze, just like that, really just a little pump. You can do a little more, but just a small pump, because with this foundation you really don't need a lot anyways. Now, with the custom cover drops, make sure that you shake it really well, because I noticed that if you just twist and take it off, a lot of the can clump. So just make sure you give it a really good shaking. Okay, so now that you've given it a nice shake, untwist it, and it has a really nice dropper. So as you can see, all the pigments right here. And I'm going to put about 2 drops. 1, 2. So I put 2 drops. And I like to mix it with my hand, and as you can tell, this foundation is really thick, and it does help to lighten it. So if you have a foundation that's a little too dark for you, and then you have the one that's your skin color, it changes the color a little bit, but not an intense amount. So I like to just mix it with my finger, because the warmth from my finger will help mix all the pigment together and make sure that it's really even, so you don't have like half your face lighter and half your face darker. So now I'm just going to apply it with my finger onto my face. Okay, now that I've dabbed it on my face, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Perfecting Face Brush. And I really love this brush because I definitely think that it blends it in really nicely, and it gives that kind of flawless look, even though I do go over it with a Real Techniques beauty sponge just to give that kind of airbrush effect. So now what I'm going to do is I start blending down the neck first, just to make sure that I don't have any crazy lines, because my face is a little bit lighter than my neck. Not from fake tanning or anything, just because that's how my face does. And you can definitely start to tell the coverage level is very intense. It's just amazing full coverage. And make sure you're getting every spot, in case if you have done, like me, my eyebrows I've done before this, but make sure that you get all over your face. And I put a little bit on my eyelid just to make sure it's all very even. And then your ears, make sure you're even blending into your hairline, just like this, so you get a nice airbrushed effect. Okay, now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to pat this all around my face to really give that airbrushed look. That's definitely a very full coverage look. I would say that I've used these drops multiple times, and I don't see any cakiness. I don't see any, it's changing the consistency or the setting of the foundation. If I use a matte foundation, the foundation is still going to set matte. If I use a dewy or a luminous foundation, it's still going to set dewy or luminous. So it definitely doesn't change the overall effect of the foundation. It just ups the coverage level depending on how many drops you put in. Okay, now I'm just going to finish the rest of my face, and when we come back we will talk a little bit more about this beautiful coverage effects. Okay, so I just finished the rest of my face makeup, just did some, contouring and bronzing and highlighting, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so this is the finished effect. Obviously you can see that it's very full coverage. From the beginning of the video, you can definitely tell that it's definitely covered a lot, and it's definitely even out my skin tone. And I just think these drops are definitely amazing. I definitely recommend them to anyone who's looking for a different foundation, even though they maybe love their old, moisturizer or whatever. I think this is perfect. And also for the summer, I know with some moisturizers I love the moisturizer, doesn't break me out, it's perfect as SPF, and it may be waterproof, but I want a little more coverage and I don't want to wear a foundation over it or anything. So you can get these drops and put them in, and it will give you coverage, and I just think they're an amazing invention, and they definitely are going to change a lot of the makeup, and I can't wait for different brands to come out with these drops. The only downside to say with these drops is that they are a high price point. I mean, $44 for the drops is definitely very high, and for some people who, don't want to spend $44, there's really nothing else out there that's like this for a less price. So that's the only thing. For me, I definitely think it was worth it to get the drops, but I know for some people who don't want to spend this much money on it are not going to want to get them. But I would just say wait, maybe give it a little while, and if you see it something that you really want, I would definitely invest in it, but I bet more companies will be coming out with something like this soon. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Make sure you guys comment down below any videos or reviews or looks or anything you'd like to see, and I will talk to you guys later. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye!